Bojangles, and Mr. James is sad because I told him he couldn't have that sweet biscuit. You see how mad he is? He can't have a sweet biscuit. He just upset.
I cannot have a sweet biscuit.
Why you gotta talk like that?
I cannot have a sweet
Why
biscuit.
you talking like you rehearsing?
But my wife seemed to be cooking all those sweet biscuits at the house, and cooking all these bakery items, sweet potato bread. What is the bread you've been creating at the house? Chocolate chip cookies, brownies, and she even decided we're gonna make ice cream today. But I can't. But she's concerned about a sweet biscuit over here at Bojangles.
I'm not concerned about a sweet biscuit. You can have what I cook at home, cause what I know what's in it.
But I ordered her a biscuit here, but she ain't gave me no money.
That's right, cause I just spent some money at Sam's. So why am I gonna give you some money for breakfast? And give you money for this too.
Oops, I forgot my card at the house.
No, you didn't. You got it right there in your hand.
Man, can you put that on my face?
How are you?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
10:25.
Okay, so we got an orange juice. That's good. Vitamin C.
Thank you.
All
All right, thank you. Uh-huh.
Did you check my sandwich?
Did you want jelly? Okay.
No, I want the jelly.
Okay.
I want some ketchup.
Can I get some ketchup? Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Here, Chris, can you put your phone on Dick Mine's on the phone?
Okay, I gotta put this down, y'all, cause he hungry. Okay, I'll come back to you.
Police, fire, medical.
Y'all, we just got off the expressway. Just had a conversation with Roderick about he was just cut off by someone, I believe, that was trying to provoke road rage. And Mr. James was very upset about it. And what I told him...
Very upset.
Yeah, you were upset.
No, I was not upset.
Okay, so what were you, babe?
I just said it confirmed my thoughts of getting a gun to put back in my car.
Getting a gun to put back in the car.
Yes.
So, first, I told him that it wasn't worth trying to chase the person down, because he was thinking about chasing them down. And I told him, I said, that's an evil spirit. That's what that person wanted him to do, because we actually went over in the emergency lane, and it could have been a very bad accident. And I told him that's what that person wanted him to do, was to create a road rage thing. So I told him that it wasn't even worth it. You don't give into craziness. And one thing about it is that you can't fight evil spirit in a carnal. You have to fight that with, you don't fight it at all. You give it to God. And so I told him that God gave him the will to be able to drive defensively. And I just want him to think along those lines, because I know Mr. James gets real upset.
I was not upset.
And he want to track you down.
All I said was that I confirmed the thoughts of putting a gun back into my car, based on the fact that people tend to drive not so much crazy, because people do drive crazy nowadays with distractions of phones or whatever may be going on in their cars. But when people choose to cut you off intentionally and then slow down a little bit, it's basically trying to provoke you. And if someone is provoking you, how do you defend yourself? With words or a weapon?
Neither
Well,
one of them, you let it go.
Not
You-
if they're riding on the side of you, provoking you, and all you're doing is taking a family gathering on a Saturday, usually like a Sunday afternoon, and you just choosing to try to get back home safely, but they're riding on the side of you after they provoke you by pulling in and cutting you off, and then slowing down to provoke you. What do? You say kind words to them? Please leave me alone. I'm just trying to get home. Or do you put a bullet in their ass and see if they're gonna stop then? Oh, excuse me. Not the foul language was not necessary, but yeah, the bullet does help.
Well, as I said, you do neither one of them. You just go on. I'm just saying, you just go on because I'm going to tell you, your family is worth everything.
It
And it
is.
is not worth you either going to jail
Right.
or being killed over somebody else's ignorance.
I agree with you.
It's not even worth
I
it.
truly agree with you, but if they're continuously pulling to the side of you and they are literally provoking you with words and you have not done anything, so is it you to just sit there and allow them to keep trying to push you over and saying things to you when you have not done anything? How do you defend yourself from that? Drive to the police station 50 miles away?
No, I think what you should do is pull up, stop and pull over. They ain't gonna have time to stop and pull over because you're on the expressway.
But if they stop and pull over?
You just keep it moving. You get back on the expressway.
Okay, what if they follow you?
Then you call the police. But the sad thing, y'all, you know what? The sad thing now is that the police officers are not coming out
And I'm
unless there is somebody
the
seriously
sad thing
hurt.
is
And we're not trying to get to a point to where
Hold on a second. You haven't answered my question.
somebody is seriously hurt.
Hold on a second. You haven't answered my question.
What?
You said we get to the police officer. Okay, but I'm a black man. So I need to call them up and tell them that, this white man is pushing along the way, or some guy, maybe black or white, they're coming along the way and they're following me and they're threatening me and they've already chosen to try to push me off the road. I got off the road, but then they start coming back on the road to try to follow me.
Okay, so what you do is we try to get the tag number and you tell them that this man is driving recklessly and somebody, you need to stop him. This is the tag number, this is the truck, all of that information so that they can get him.
What if you still haven't answered the question. How do you diffuse this situation if they're continuously doing that? And the police is probably 15, 20 minutes away trying to find out where we can get to you so that way we can stop this.
Babe.
What if the person is shooting at you in your car?
Then you stop and you pull over.
What you gonna stop and pull over
Okay,
when you
but
shot?
so he's driving and you're driving and he's shooting.
Yeah.
So what you do is you pull over.
While I'm shot? How do I defend myself?
Babe, I don't think.
Point back at him with no
Okay,
gun and he's
y'all,
shooting at me?
this is a conversation that you guys need to
No,
put in the
this is a
comment section
conversation
because
that you trying
I
to
don't.
choose to say.
I'm trying to.
Pow! Pow!
I'm trying my best
Stop!
to.
I got my finger out at you. You stop that. Pow! 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 Whatever.
He's so silly, y'all. I'm trying to diffuse this. I'm trying to get him to understand that it's not worth responding to somebody's ignorance. We already know that this world is just really bad time we're living in right now. And it was really scary because this was the first time I've been in a situation to where that there was literally someone that was provoking road rage, because that's what I saw was somebody trying to provoke.
It was a Caucasian gentleman that was driving a black pickup truck that was driving excessively fast. So to say all of that, whether it be African American or Caucasian, at this particular time in this particular climate we're living in, tensions can be running very high, and I'm just trying to defend myself, no matter who it is.
Well, sweetie, you trying to defend yourself no matter who it is, but I'm trying to keep my husband. I'm trying my best to make sure that
Leave me alone.
my husband comes home.
Stop bothering me.
Boy, shut up. Whatever. This is serious. This is really serious. So, look, I want you guys to tell me what would you have done, in a situation such as this. what would you have done? Would you try to get your whoever it is, your significant other, your spouse, or whoever it is, to prevent to kind of calm them down and not to feed into what just happened, or a situation such as
what you
this?
can do is just literally tell them that because they have the evil spirit in them and that they need to calm down. Maybe you can give them kind words. Tell them to look at conversations with Carissa on spirits. Maybe you can share that conversation with them and then see if they'll react to a better attitude about relationships and conversations and calm down and don't go out there in the streets and do all these things. Maybe you need to tell them, say, look, I need you to stop acting like this, Mr. Man, or whoever that person is, and say, look, you need to go onto my YouTube channel and look at Conversations with Carissa. And you will learn about the various spirits that can come into your life and destroy you. I think that's what you need to do. While I sit back and they keep acting ugly, and just be mindful enough to know that there may be some type of threat that coming from their direction that I need to diffuse from my direction through an understanding of weaponry, a weapon.
Okay, so you willing to? I ain't visiting your butt in jail. I'm gonna tell you that now. That's it, because I'm telling you what you can do to prevent all of it. And we got all these what if and these scenarios. I'm just saying, use better judgment, because you got to think about your family. And thinking about your family is, I ain't trying to get you dead. I ain't trying to get you in jail or any of that.
What if they're gonna assault my family with a weapon?
Okay, well then then you got to do what you got to do, bro.
Then, then that would
For that situation.
But-
But I'm just saying.
But,
I'm just saying.
but you,
I am just saying, Mr. James,
but you
is
got
that
away from what initially happened at the very beginning.
he cut you off.
But if he had a
Literally
weapon,
cut
and
you
if
off.
he had a weapon and he was threatening my family, what did you just say?
But
what did you
Roderick,
just say?
sweetie,
I got to defend my family. I got to make sure that they don't get hurt.
Please subscribe,
That's not funny.
like, and
it's
share.
not even funny. Okay, y'all. I'm not gonna be able to reason with this man. So again, I'm not gonna be able to reason with this man. So I'm just saying, when you're in a situation such as this, just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Just be careful, and use better judgment. So let me hear your comments. I would like to know, what would you do if you were in a situation such as this? You're riding down the road, someone literally cuts you off, and you're over in the emergency lane, and something could have awful,
And they keep threatening your life.
something could have happened that was just really bad. Thank God no one was in the emergency lane. But tell me, what is it? How would you have handled this situation? Would you have told your husband, not, or your significant other, or whoever you were riding with, don't pay into this, don't play into that. Just keep it moving, because we already know that there are evil spirits out there. Even more so now. It's always been out there, but it's even more, it's worse now than it was in the past. Not trying to discount that it wasn't bad in the past, but it was. But when it's sitting in your face and you literally see it, what would you do? Would you have just done the same thing I did, or would you have allowed the person that you was with to go on a wild chase with somebody that's got some kind of evil spirit on them? So I just would like
no
to.
one said that they were
I
going
just
on a
would
wild
like. I would
chase.
like to know what your comment is, because, like I said, I'm trying to save my family, and I'm that's what I'm saving. I'm trying to
No
do.
one said they were going on a wild chase. All I said was that if that person, after they had pulled in front of you, cut you off, that you choose to just let it go. But if they continue to threaten your life, then what do? If they're continuously not only pushed in front of you, and then all of a sudden you get back into the lane, and then they slow down, you haven't done anything to them, and they choose to use words of craziness towards you, cursing you and saying foul things to you, and you haven't said anything to them, what do? That's the question. And if you don't defend yourself based on the fact that not only they threatening your life and threatening your family that is in the car with you, do you just sit there and just call the police and wait for them to come and follow you and tell them whatever area or town you're in? Or do you know that this person may end up threatening your family? What do you do?
Well, first of all, we already know that the police ain't coming. They ain't coming unless you hurt, which is the sad thing. They're not coming unless you are actually hurt. So it's just really a hard decision. But like I said, to diffuse everything, I just wouldn't. We wouldn't be doing no chasing thing. But just like I say, please leave your comments in the section below. I would love to hear what you would have done in a situation such as this. But again, like I said, I thank God for Roderick and me being in the car, because I'm almost sure that Mr. James would have followed him, and I thank God that I was in the car with him, because he would have followed him. Okay, y'all, talk to you later, and I can't wait to see your comments on a situation such as this. Talk to you later, and have a wonderful day. You got anything to say, Mr. James? Let me go over here with him, because he's looking at me like I'm crazy. What you got to say?
Can you put your video camera down so that way we can get some things taken care of so we can move forward in our day?
Okay,
Because-
so I'm going to get me some running shoes, y'all. I'm so excited. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Can you put your running shoes on here and go run to get you some running shoes?
Boy, hush. There you go.